We've posted quite a bit about the budget, and Anne's helped us. And just by the way, I just want to thank you, Anne. You are the most amazing media lady. Would you come out and have your face shown? I didn't think you would. That's Anne, everyone. You have to come along to see Anne. Yeah, come down to Blue Water Quay, please. It's numbers, and it's just, there's something everybody can do. Right. The one that I've chosen to look at this morning is Sam Bamford. We posted a little bit from him, and he's incredible, but he's broken it down into the money that has been given out. Now listen carefully and see if you can find anything here that supports us as Australian people. This will blow you away, and to me it looks just like the honeypots that Trump discovered in the United States. Money going to this and going to that, but actually going into the pocket. That's what I see, in my opinion. Right, get ready. Be prepared, and feel free to yell and scream, and don't kick the person next to you, please. Especially not the camera. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm wearing a hat. 124 million to Israel and Jewish lobbying groups. 25 million to uplift the security of Muslim communities. Well, I haven't started yet. 207 million to combat the influences of anti-Semitism, violent extremism and hate. 41 million for various education anti-Semitism initiatives. $9 million for a hate crime database. $68 million for National Security Investigations Teams, which is a hate speech and social media post police. $32 million on social cohesion public awareness campaigns. $308 million to end gender-based violence. $50 million to continue investigating alleged Afghanistan war crimes. They've already given it $300 million. Wasn't that enough? They need another. What are they? There's 350 million. These men have gone overseas, done what they were meant to do. They come back and they do not get treated with any honour or respect. Lost my place because I get a bit passionate. $64 million to recruit Papua New Guineans into the Australian Defence Force. $16 million to investigate sexual violence in the ADF. $24 million to recycle solar panels. $112 million for gambling addicts. How much of that you reckon the gambling addicts are going to get? $25 million on the India-Australia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, mainly for grants and fellowship programs, whatever that means. $167 million for Nauru. $550 million to support high-quality, climate-resistant infrastructure in the Pacific and Timor-Leste. $550 million. $33 million for Indonesia.
We don't have this money.
60. Well, you wonder why your taxes are going up? Yeah, $68 million. Now get this one. $68 million for the HIV treatment for immigrants who are not eligible for Medicare. Why are they coming into our country with HIV? You know, the official, the friends that we have that when we have to go to Brisbane, we stay with, they came in through the Greek channels. Beautiful people, hard workers, you know, rigorous medical testing, and now we're bringing in people with HIV. Unbelievable. $450 million for RSV vaccines. No wonder they wanted to diagnose me with RSV when I had a cardiac cough, got rushed into the MARTA. Yes, I'll name the MARTA. $11 million to provide community-led health literacy education to refugee and migrant women. Just over halfway. $8 million to boost refugee employment. $74 million to fight abuse of the refugee visa system. $27 million to make migrant workers follow the law. Like, come on, how ridiculous. No wonder One Nation, One Farah ought to vote against the establishment. Man, keep it up in every other area, people. Tax-free for foreign billionaire corporations investing in Australia. And get this, a $5,000 limit for veterans who need mental health care, psychologists, psychiatrists, physios and doctors. They get $5,000. Evil, absolutely evil. They have taken away all incentive for us as Australians to invest our hard-earned money into shares, real estate and commodities. Has the government just declared war on the Australian people? Has it?
Yep.
Well, I think it has.
I think we need to receive
It has.
All that money would build a lot of houses.
That would build a lot of houses for us. For us and them. Charity begins at home. You know, when I had my kids at home, I couldn't feed the lady down the street unless I'd fed my children. You know, they're the ones that are our responsibility. We should be the responsibility of the Australian government, and we are not. And in regional Queensland, Bob Catter, fuel stays high, roads fall apart, patients still travel hundreds of kilometres for healthcare. Well, we know that. Rhonda and I have done 2 trips to Brisbane for heart surgery for me this year and possibly another one next month. It's a long way to go. I'm just thankful for the surgeons that I've got. Power prices keep climbing. Agriculture and industry keeps getting squeezed. Now, I know when I lived out there, these graziers pay a lot of money in rates. A lot of money in rates. The roads were horrendous. They were horrendous. We had the Troopy airborne sideways, hitting bull dust. The Troopy is a very, very heavy vehicle, and we were not going fast because we know the road. No reliable power. We had 2 appliances replaced by insurance because of brownouts and blackout. Brownouts mainly cause the damage. Phone or internet, not reliable. I was on the blue corded internet out there when everyone else had forgotten about it. And no rubbish removal. So they get very, very little for their rates, and they are charged a fortune.
Food growers should get no rates.
They should. Food growers, that's exactly right.
Down to the massive people.
Food growers should have no rates. And that's right, that would bring the food prices down for the... But we know that's not what they want.
No.
This is not part... looking after the people is not part of Agenda 30. If you don't know what Agenda 30 is, it's time you did know. So, again, governments do not rule by force. Why did they get away with vaccinating so many people? Because most people didn't have the courage to stand up. Many were ignorant of its dangers, admittedly, but they were too scared to stand up. They got away with it because people complied. Many of us didn't. Never owned a mask. Never. Travelled on five plane flights Easter 2022 and never wore a mask. Got pulled up by the police. Showed them had the iPad in my face. He was showing me whatever his legislation was. I pulled mine out of my pocket and showed him, and all these masked police officers had to walk away and leave our group alone. Oh, unbelievable. So they rule because we are stupid enough to comply. What can I do? Said 27 million Australians. Imagine if 27 million Australians had said, not having the vaccine, not having it, not wearing a mask. Do you research? They do more harm than good. Now, what if 27 million Australians said, no, we won't pay tax, we won't pay rates until you start to look after us? It's the numbers, people. It's the numbers. For goodness sake, get some courage and guts and stand up and do something. Everyone, if you don't know what to do, ring us or message us. We'll give you lots of ideas. So, again, I know it's an American song, but it just suits us so well. We cannot be the home of the free we cannot be the land of the free if we are not the home of the brave. I know lots of brave people. Every single one of you is one of them. And I thank God for the number of brave people that are speaking out now. And I won't mention names on the people on the internet because I'd forget someone and then I'd feel bad. But you know, you're just doing an amazing job, some of you guys out there, getting these numbers. You know, we couldn't find one thing there that benefited the Australian people. Obviously, the agenda is to destroy us and for our country to be taken over. So I say thank you for watching, but don't just watch. Do something. Do something. If you don't get the guts and courage to stand up, the lives of our children and grandchildren are over. Ruined completely. So thank you once again.